100 washes. That's how long Turtle Wax's new spray coating is claiming to last. And that's not an estimate, by the way, that's a guarantee by Turtle Wax themselves. So today I want to see what the fuss is all about, and I'm going to test it out by giving my car 100 washes to see if it can really live up to the hype.
The new Turtle Wax Pure Bead is another product in their colossal lineup. But where does this fit in?
Well, here's the thing. About 5 years ago, they released a ceramic spray coating, which offered great protection, but the application wasn't suitable for all skill levels. But then they came out with the graphene spray, which I personally thought was a lot better.
They have many more, including the ceramic wet wax, the ceramic 3-in-1 detailer, the wax and dry spray wax, the super hard shell finish spray wax, and the Colour Magic spray polish. Oh yeah, and not forgetting the clean and shine exterior detailer.
So you can see there is quite a lot of sprays all capable of doing their own thing, but it's very rare that we ever come across something with a wash claim in terms of numbers instead of a durability claim like months.
Pure Bead is designed to be as simple as spraying and wiping with minimal effort. But 100 washes is a bold claim, and I for one would love to see if that's true.
The application process is simple. It's 2 to 3 sprays per panel. I'll probably use 6 on the bonnet because I'm going to go over to that side afterwards. And all you need is 2 fresh, clean towels. With towel number 1, after we've sprayed the surface, we're going to use that towel and we're going to spread it over the panel, and then we're going to grab towel number 2 and buff away immediately. After that, we should be good to go. Now, it does say on the instructions for best results, you should clay bar it and machine polish it first, but I really am intrigued to see how this would fare up for a beginner who may not want to go down that route.
I gave it a shake first, followed by the 3 sprays on each side, and immediately grabbed towel number 1 to spread it around evenly. I then took towel number 2 to buff off the remaining residue. The application process was effortless. The smell was quite overpowering though, so you really do need to use it in a well-ventilated area.
One thing I will say is it doesn't feel very slick, and it backs up some of the feedback that I was looking at online because I have been doing my research. On the Turtle Wax website, there was a fair few reviews where they were saying it doesn't feel like glass, it's supposed to feel slick like when you put on a ceramic coating. They're not really going for that. I think part of the manufacturing process that Turtle Wax have now stated when they've replied to those comments is it's not going to feel slick, but what you're going to get in return is amazing beading. So we will see in a moment's time. But I think, again, there is another case to argue here, because on the bottle they have put spray on coating. Now that word coating really fits in with ceramic. So anything that says coating now, you really should just presume that it's going to have this real nice slick glass-like feeling, and unfortunately we just don't get it. It's definitely a warm one now. The temperature's picked up. Thankfully I sprayed it about 9 o'clock this morning, so we've had 6 hours of it sitting there on the surface. Hopefully it's done its magic. If it hasn't, I think it might be a good idea that they even put something on the website, because there was no curing time information at all. Now, during some other previous tests that I've seen, I have seen it last 100 washes, but then during those 100 washes, I've never seen anybody dry the car properly in between. Yeah, I've seen car dryers, but we've not seen anybody use a towel. Now, in the real world, most of you drying your car won't be standing there all day with a car dryer. The car dryer is designed for like all the nooks and crannies, not necessarily the entire vehicle. So we're going to be getting through a lot of drying towels today, but at least we're going to give you fair results. Right, so I've got my container of water, my bucket with pH neutral shampoo in, my box of towels, the Osmo camera on time-lapse mode, and I've got a whiteboard just to keep track of those 100 washes. Wish me luck.
Before starting the contact wash, I wanted to see how good the beading really was.
To be fair, that is pretty good.
Here we go, so we're going to start with 10 wash and dries. And I was off to a good start, but then I did notice after 5 washes the beads themselves were almost gone. But it didn't mean the water wasn't flying off at all. As you can see from this angle, it wasn't exactly anything to get excited about. And just because I haven't polished it for a few months, it doesn't mean that it should be that bad, because I haven't driven it either.
I'm being very careful. I'm not trying to go over there much because I don't want to kick the camera. as we've got it rolling, so I don't want anybody to say this is fake or it's been interfered with. So I'm going to leave that as long as possible. I will just have to pause the record for a moment just to make sure that I can double check the battery and the footage has come out, because 100 washes, I've only done 10 and I'm knackered.
I'm now washing it 15 times more, and I must admit my confidence was already starting to drop on this one, because I was seriously doubting whether I could even make it to 25 washes, let alone 100. When you see me use the drying towels, I wasn't planning on getting the panels bone dry, but dry enough nevertheless. I did get awfully wet shoes though, which was another reason to speed up the process.
It's not even as if it's quick to dry, it feels like a proper drag. There we go. 25. Whew. You can see I'm breathing heavily. This is the most I've exercised in about 7 years.
After 25 washes, I couldn't deny there was still some protection on there, but that beading, which was one of the reasons you would buy it for, was long gone. I gave it 5 more washes, and at that point I came to a conclusion.
The 100 washes on the label doesn't mean anything. I'm sorry if that sounds blunt, but hear me out on this one. Despite only getting 30 washes, I still think this could be possible to achieve. And technically there is no clarity on the bottle, so we don't know how they got that 100 washes. For example, if it was tested in a lab, what were the conditions? How long was it left to cure before they washed it? I can only guess on this one and say that they probably applied it to a perfectly prepped surface. We're talking clay bar, machine polish, and a panel wipe beforehand. And yes, it may have been washed 100 times, but washing it in a lab is very different to doing it in the real world. Although I have to say, I did see a very good video from Forensic Detailing. John managed to get 100 washes, but there was no drying in between, which technically proves the bottle isn't lying, but it's not being clear either. As you saw, I did wash it 30 times and I also dried it 30 times. So it came into contact with a wash mitt or a towel at least 60 times on a car that hasn't been machine polished, I might add. Now, if I prepped it a bit better with a clay bar and a polish, then I probably could have gone further. All I did on it was wash it, use some panel wipe, and then start applying the coating. I feel this is where all the negative reviews come from. If I was to go to all the trouble of prepping the car properly, a real deep clean, machine polish, and everything else to get this surface perfect, wouldn't it just make sense to use a ceramic coating in the first place? Now, this is brilliant, don't get me wrong, but I would only recommend that you go for it if you fully understand the limitations. And hopefully after this video, you now do. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.